Welcome back, sixth graders. This is Miss Millwood, and I just want to welcome you back to quarter four of this sixth grade school year. And let's get started. Let's talk about what we're going to be doing this week and this quarter. So, if you had a chance to take a look at our Google Classroom, you will notice that we're going to make a couple of changes for this quarter. And one of the big changes that we will be making is that instead of assigning assignments every day or every couple of days, we will be presenting to you at the beginning of the week all of your assignments for that week, and they will be due at the end of the week. Our hope is that this will allow you the opportunity to work at a pace that is comfortable for you and that you can know in advance how much time you need to allocate to language arts every week. So we'll start off the week with one of these weekly overview videos, and it is really important that you listen to the videos that we share because a lot of the information you need to know will be posted here. So let's get to it. So for this week, Monday, April 13th through the 16th, let's take a look at what we've got going on in language arts. So the first thing that I want to share with you today is that we will be allocating most of this quarter to a novel study. So we will be doing a new novel, but I'm not quite ready yet to reveal what the novel is. So I'm hoping that you can kind of pick up on some of the clues from this week's assignments and make a decision for yourself, or make a really good guess at least, what novel we're going to be working with. Before we get to our assignments, let's take a look at our standards that we'll be looking at for this week. Not just this week, throughout this unit. Now, there are always going to be a lot of standards because we're always doing a lot of different activities, but I've identified the three that I think are most important. So number one, we will be citing textual evidence. So we'll still be working with identifying quotes from the different pieces that we read that really reinforce different claims that we'll be making as we continue through this quarter. The second thing we'll be doing is we'll be working with theme and how we will analyze that theme, and especially as it is showing up in the novel that we will be working with. And then number three, you will be producing clear and coherent writing. We have used that word coherent before. It means smooth, clear, not choppy. So writing that is organized and has a nice development, and a writing whose style is appropriate to the task, purpose, and audience. So this week's assignments, as I kind of said before, they will post at 8 a.m. on Monday, April 13th, and all of the assignments for this week will be due on Thursday, April 16th at 2:30 p.m. All of your assignments will be submitted through Google Classroom unless it's specified in another way. So you shouldn't be emailing me your assignments any longer. All of them should be done through our Google Classroom portal. So let's take a more specific look at our assignments this week. So you have 4 assignments that will be due this week. So on Thursday at 2:30, all 4 of these assignments should be submitted. So first of all, you'll start this week off with a journal. You'll do a tell this story. And then the major assignment for this week will be taking a look at the story Thesis and the Minotaur. And each of these assignments have little clues in them that I hope you can start piecing together to come up with the novel that we're going to be reading this quarter. And then your final assignment for this week is your Joy Jar submission. So the first 3 assignments, your journal, the tell the story, and your Thesis and the Minotaur, will all post at 8 a.m. on Monday. However, the Joy Jar submission I'm going to post later in the week. I'm going to post it on Wednesday. I want to give you a little time to kind of come up with what you're feeling joyful for this week. And I just wanted to give a big shout out to those of you who earned extra credit points at the end of quarter three. So I made a video at the end of quarter three. I included all of the Joy Jar shout outs that I received, and there was a question at the end of the video. And for those students who responded to the question, received some pretty big bonus points at the end of the quarter. So please make sure you're paying attention to all of the information that I post in our classroom, in videos or in words, so that you don't miss out on any information and any potential fun. So before we continue on with our slideshow, let's kind of move on over to your assignment for this week. So you will be reading the story Theseus and the Minotaur. And if you notice here at the very bottom of the screen, you will be annotating, which again means highlighting and taking notes on how Theseus's actions and characteristics help drive the plot of the story, meaning help push the events along, help bring it to climax and to the end of the story. As always, you'll be reading the story twice. So the first time you will read it answering the guiding questions. The second time you will read it annotating, again highlighting and taking notes. After that, you will move on as you always do to your assessment questions. This week there are 5 assessment questions, reading assessment questions. And then you will complete the writing prompt, which will require you to use textual evidence and to use that introductory paragraph format that we've been working with. So let's flip back to our slideshow and move things back around. Okay, so just some final thoughts before I say goodbye for this session. Please make sure you stay informed. Check out our Google Classroom regularly. I post information, including the links for our sessions, so please make sure that you're aware and that you stay connected. So hopefully I'll get to see you this week. I will be holding our class check-in session on Wednesday, and all of that information is posted in our Google Classroom. I'd love to hear your voice and just check in and make sure you're doing okay. And then some final thoughts. I really want to encourage you to start off strong this quarter. I know last quarter was really a bit chaotic. We went from regular classroom to virtual school almost overnight, and I know the transition was really challenging for some of us. It definitely was challenging for me, but I think right now we've kind of got our groove, and I think it's going to be a much better quarter. So please start out strong. It's so easy to get behind and so hard to catch up when you do. Like I said, stay in touch. Come to our Google Meet sessions. Email me when you have questions. Contact me during office hours so that, I'm here to support you, and I don't want you to be struggling in any way. And I just want you to remember that we can do this. We can do hard things. This will be a year of your life that you will probably never forget. You will tell stories of this time to generations. And I know that we'll all have things to say that we're proud of. I'm so excited for the success you had during very difficult times third quarter, and I know that quarter 4 is going to be even better. So let's start it off strong. Here's to a great first week of fourth quarter, and I can't wait to see you, to hear from you in our Google Classroom and in our Google Meet sessions. So until then, have a great week. Bye.